Just before I joined the program, I was diagnosed with a mental health issue. My children were taken into care, and then I joined Mind, and it was through Mind that I met Damien and the Calissa team. So I was coming to terms with losing my family, finding out about myself, what it meant, finding out that my diagnosis was lifetime and was deemed severe. So it was a lot to get my head around, trying to get back out, couldn't fit in with society anymore, lost my confidence, lost a lot of friends, kind of isolated myself, wasn't working, which is just about keeping my head afloat. I kind of couldn't talk to my family because my family wasn't really approachable for mental health, didn't really believe in that sort of thing. And by that point, I was just looking at for lifelines, like, what can I do? How am I going to get better? I really just want my children back. I just want my life to get back to how it was. And then the more I journeyed, the more I realised it's not going to go back. I can't have what I had before. I'm going to have to try and find something new. I'm going to have to keep this relationship. So I needed to find out more about how I could control my mood swings, how I could control my thoughts, how that even if I feel suicidal, I can still cope. You know, it doesn't have to go to the worst level. Then I got an interview with Damien, and then I was like, okay, this is happening, okay. But Damien made everything okay. He was like really relaxed. So I was able to talk to him. There was no judgment. I was free from being criticised. So I was like, oh, this is good, okay. I'm actually quite looking forward to it, but I was still nervous because I didn't know how big the group was going to be. So when I joined the group, I was like quite open-minded, thank God. Thank God I kept my open mind. When we did the icebreakers, it was like I was holding back a bit, but then when I saw everybody else kind of just opening up, it was like, oh, okay, yeah, I can do this. And then we kind of started learning about our triggers. So first we learned about violence and what that meant, and how it's interpreted in different cultures. Some of it's quite normal to me because I don't think of it as violent things, but other people might interpret it. So tapping on people's arm, I used to do that a lot. They just go, can you just listen to me? And then it was like, oh, this is how people feel. Oh, okay. So I was thinking, I'm just tapping them to get their attention. They could be thinking, what's this person doing to me? Ow, that hurt. Like, why? Why would you do that? So then when people started doing it to me, I suddenly was like, actually, I'm noticing it myself. Actually, I don't like it. So then I was like, okay. So every time we kind of did some icebreaker and we did some sort of activity, because it was all interactive, it was like I took it outside. So anything that happened, or I started recognising things like, okay, maybe my tone of voice is not so great. Maybe I'm not choosing the right words. Maybe them looks that what people are giving me is not that they're angry with me, or that they might not even see me. We did an activity that was to do with masks, and then it was like, I really do hide a lot of myself. It's like I can show a certain amount and then I'm fine. But as people get too close, then it's like I will literally do anything to, even if they don't like me, even if they think they've seen something different, whatever, I will try my hardest to like, no, you don't need to see the real me, this is as far as you're going. And now it's like, okay, actually no, it's fine if they see me, I kind of like myself, okay. So then I built up bonds and I made really good friendships, that I didn't expect. So I knew the people, and I don't really know people that close, but then it was like we could share our secrets, we could share things that we liked and didn't like, we could share our problems, and it was in one of the safest environments possible that I've ever felt. Every time we came together as a group, I did feel stronger. When we left the group, I kind of was left with what everybody said, which was quite powerful. Like everybody had their story, everyone had a different reason why they were there, and it was just like, oh, I'm not the only one, I'm not alone. So it was really powerful to me. I just applied for a job as a care support worker. I constantly go out promoting companies or organisations or services that I've used. I'm constantly trying to fight for people's rights as well as mine. I'm constantly looking for my daughter to get help and trying to encourage her to come back out into the world because her anxiety has kept her locked up. My older son has moved into his own place, which is good, and we're just waiting for him to bid and get property. So even though I'm still seeing my younger children once a month, there has been improvements. That sometimes I've had days where I've had them for the thing, and it's like, okay, I need to really think about what I do with my children. Since Calissa, it's kind of given me my voice. It's given me a new perspective. It's a new beginning in a way. So now, even though I'm scared and I'm nervous like normal, I can do these things. Whereas before, it's like, no. So I'm quite glad that I joined the program. I did it twice. So the first time was getting to know it and getting to know everything. The second time was more empowering, and it was like, I remember doing them exercises. I remember feeling lost, confused, a little bit nervous. And now I feel like, I'm really enjoying this. The second time around, I really got more out of it, and I was able to give more and be more open and honest. So it kind of we all empowered each other. So yeah, I got a lot. I think what makes Calissa special is, one, it's interactive. Two, it's not therapy, and it doesn't come across as therapy. It's about the person finding themselves, and it's very guided to the person. So it's a person-centered approach. It really is non-judgmental. It really does kind of give you the background. It makes you see and think about what violence does and is, and its effects on people and yourself. It kind of touches a lot of subjects, and it opens up a lot of things, but it gives you a safe area. And you can go as much as you like. You can stay in the group, you can go out, take 5 minutes, chill, come back in. You make friends. These bonds are for life. You get feedback at the end of the day, and at the end of the course we've got a nice certificate, and we got to meet up and be like, okay, this is what we went through. How do we move forward? So it kind of, in that sense, felt like a therapeutic group because you were safe and you got heard and your voice was listened to and you got a voice. So you took away, like I said before, you took away the mask and nobody judged you. You was like, okay, this is me, and everyone was like, yay! We're glad it's you. We're so glad you're part of our group. I think having the interaction, the discussion, the feedback, the supervision, it all kind of made a unique package, because other ones it either turns into therapy and becomes very therapy-based, or I'm going to change you. This wasn't about changing me, it was just getting me to have a look at new ideas. I chose to allow it to change my perception. But where other ones are like, okay, you are going to change the way you think, you are going to change the way you feel. This is more like, accept the way you think, accept the way you feel. Now, how can you do it differently? What can you do? What would you like to do? So it's very accepting. You really improved my life, you really impacted on my life, and I just want to say a big thank you to everyone. You mean a lot to me, and I really hope Calissa continues. Thank you.